Chapter 1 Test Review. Question number 1a. What is the parent function and for gx? So absolute value is the parent function and fx equals absolute value x is the function, and the name of the function is absolute value. Describe the function gx. So the 2 in the front means that it's a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. The 7 inside means that is a right 7 units. 6 on the outside means that is up 6 unit. For number 2 again, the parent function is fx equals absolute value x, and the description of the transformation of gx is 9 in front, vertical stretch by 9, and 1 outside means it's down 1 unit. Now let's do question number 3a. Compare the function gx x absolute value x minus 4 with the graph. Describe the transformation. The transformation for this one is going to be down 4 unit from the parent graph. What could you do to make a new function hx with vertical translation of the original function fx? So you're going to multiply the function with a, where a has to be greater than 1. And for 3c, you're going to multiply the 3 outside to make a function hx. So 3 outside, and it's going to be a vertical stretch by a factor of 3. Now you were going to do number 4a, and for a right 8 unit and up 1 unit. For vertical stretch, you multiply a, that is greater than 1, and vertical stretch by a factor of 6 means you multiply 6 outside. Now let's discuss number 5. Create a function g that transforms fx in the following way. Shift fx 4 units left. So when we create gx, that is going to be shifted 4 units left of the original given function fx. For the gx that is shifted 4 units left means that you're going to subtract the 4 inside or add the 4 inside the function. So 4 unit left means add 4 inside the function. So this is going to be added inside. So the 2 remain as it's. So the function, the new function gx is going to be x plus 1 plus 2 outside. Now for b, you're going to graph the original function, that is this one, and the transformated function or translated function gx. For original function, you're going to move 3 units right and 2 units up. So negative 3 means go to the right. So 3 units right and 2 units up. This is our starting point. And then you're going to go up 1 over 1 on both sides and get the original function, that is this one. For the gx, you're going to move 1 unit left, because the plus 1 means go to the left 1 unit and 2 unit up. So 2 unit up, 1 unit left. This is going to be gx function, and going up 1 over 1. Because there is no vertical stretch or shrink, there is no number that is multiplied outside. So it means there is no vertical stretch or a shrink. Now let's just do number 6 here. Create a function gx from the original function fx, which is shifted 3 units right. For gx, you're going to shift this function 3 units right. It means you're going to subtract the 3 from inside the function. So whenever you go right, you subtract inside the function. And when you subtract 3 from 1, you're going to get x minus 2 minus 4. In 6b, you're going to graph fx and gx. To graph fx, you're going to move 1 unit to the left and 4 units down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to go up 1 over 1 to get the graph of fx. Now for gx, you're going to move 2 units to the right, because it's negative 2 means 2 units right, 4 units down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 up, 1 over, you're going to get the graph for gx. Now let's do number 7 here. Write an equation of the line and interpret the slope. So first to find the equation, you're going to find the slope. So the rise is 2 over 4. So it's going to be 2 over 4, and it's going to be negative because it's going down 1 over 2. To find the equation, you need a slope and you also need a y-intercept. So y-intercept is this one, that is 10. So negative 1 over 2x plus 10. So interpret the slope is that you're using 1 ounce per 2 day of soap. To find the equation for number 8, you're going to first find the slope. So rise over run, so negative 11 over 4, because it's going down from left to right, so it's a negative slope. Use the m for slope, use the 20 for your y-intercept. Then you're going to get the y equals negative 11 over x plus 20 as your equation. Let's do number 9. Leah pays $65 a month for cable TV plus $3 for each movie she orders on pay-per-view. Write an equation that gives Leah's total monthly cable bill as function of the number of pay-per-view movies M that she orders. How much is her total bill if she orders 12 pay-per-view movies in 1 month? So the fixed value we always consider for B, and the changing value 3 per movie we use for slope. So y equals 3x plus 65 is the equation. In a function form, it's going to be fx equals 3x plus 65. Now, she's going to order 12 pay-per-view movies, so going to use 12 for x and solve for y, or the function value, that is going to be 101. So the bill is going to be 101 if she orders 12 movies. Now you're going to try 10A and B. So I'm going to work on to the next problem. Now let's just do number 11. The cost of fill a car's tank with gas and get a car wash is a linear function of the capacity of the tank. The cost to fill up and car wash for 3 different customers are shown in the table. So we're going to use this table to find the slope and equation. I use x1 and y1 as first point and x2, y2 as my second point. Use the slope formula to get the slope, and I got the slope as 3 y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now I'm going to use the point slope form, so y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. x1 and y1 is 10 and 15, slope is 3. Distribute that inside, you're going to get y equals 3x plus minus 30 plus 15 on both sides, you get 3x minus 15. Then you're going to find the cost of a fill up and a car wash for a customer with truck whose tank size is 35 gallons. So you're going to use the 35 to plug it in for x to find the y value or cost. Now let's just do number 13. Write a function gx whose graph represents the following transformation of fx negative x plus 3 plus 2. Translation 2 units down and 4 units right. The function gx is going to be negative x plus 3, and inside you're going to subtract 4 because it's 4 units right. And outside of the function you're going to subtract 2 because it's 2 units down. So you're going to subtract 4 here, and for 2 units down you're going to subtract the 2 from outside. The function you're going to get for gx is going to be negative x minus 1 and 0 at outside. Now you're going to graph the fx function, which is the original function, and graph the gx function on the graph given here. So the graph of fx is going to be 3 units left side, so 1, 2, 3 unit left, 2 unit up, and since it's a negative, it means it's going to be a reflected graph, so you're going to make a graph upside down, opens down, and similarly for gx, this negative means it's going to be opens down, and this negative 1 means that you're going to move the graph 1 unit to the right. Number 14. What does it mean graphically when you have one solution? So you make two lines, and where they cut is going to be the point of solution. Mathematically, it means that you get the x value and you get the y value. So x equals something, y equals something. That's going to be your one solution. No solution is you're going to have two parallel lines where they are not cutting at any point, and mathematically it means that they are not equal to each other. For graphically infinite many solution means that you have just one line, and mathematically anytime you get the situation with the left side equals to the right side, so 0 equals 0 or 1 equals 1 or 2 equals 2, that is the situation when you're going to have infinite many solutions. Now let's just do number 15. Write a function gx whose graph represents the following transformation of fx, absolute value x minus 2 plus 4, that is translated 6 units down and 3 units left. Graph both the functions. To make a translated graph gx, you're going to add the 3 inside because it's 3 units left, and add or subtract the 6 outside, so because it's 6 units down. 3 minus 2 would be 1 inside, and outside you're going to be left with negative 2. Now you're going to graph both the function. So this graph is going to be moving 2 units right and 4 units up. So it's going to be 2 units right, 4 units up for fx, and it's going to be from the original function 1 unit to the left and 2 units down for gx. Number 16. You're going to multiply the first equation by negative 2 to make the 2y and 2y same and opposite. So rewrite this equation when you multiply by negative 2 and write the bottom equation as is. When you add, the negative 2y and 2y cancel. Negative 6x equals negative 30. Divide by negative 6 on both sides. You get x equals 5. Now use one of the original equation to solve for y. So plugging in 5 here, you get 20 minus y equals 20. Negative 20 on both sides, you get y equals 0. For number 17, the 2y and negative 2y already same and opposite. You just add them. You get 7x plus 1x is 8x. Divide with 8 on both sides. You get 40 divided by 8 is negative 5. And then use negative 5 to solve for the original equation. So x minus 2y equals negative 21. Use it for negative 5 here. Now plus 5 on both sides. You're going to get negative 16 on the other side, because negative 21 plus 5 is negative 16. Divide with negative 2. This negative 2 and negative 2 cancel. You're going to get 16 divided by 2 is 8. So negative 5 comma 8. Let's just do number 18 here. Now to solve this, we define x as pence, pencil as y. Total number is 18, so x plus y is 18. 5x plus 3y equals 80. Multiply the top one by negative 3 to cancel y, and then you're going to get the x value as 17. By plugging it to main, where you got y as 1. Now let's just do number 20. For g, you're going to 14 unit left mean inside add 14. 3 units up mean outside add 3. And then the final function would be x plus 3 absolute value minus 9. For b, you're going to reflect it over the x-axis, so you multiply by negative 1 and distribute inside. Right 2 means you're going to subtract the 2 inside the function. Vertical stretch or shrink by 1 over 3 means you're multiplying 1 over 3 to the entire function. So 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. For 21, you're going to use this y value and plug it in for here. So it's going to be 2x minus 2 times x minus 4. Distribute the negative inside or negative 2 inside. You're going to get 2x minus 2x plus 8 equals 8. Positive and negative 2x cancel, so 8 equals to 8 means infinite many solution. In this case, you're going to use this x value and plug it in for here. So 4 times 4 minus y. So use the distributive property. 16 minus 4y plus 4y equals 12. 4y and negative 4y cancel. 16 equals 12, which means they are not equal to each other, so no solution.